Hey everyone, this is Marc Bates. I'm your metabolic health coach. Now, last time we talked about starting off with a 1 month low carb commitment, and it's that simple, right? You need a month to do it. The question is, what makes up a low carb meal? Well, the simplicity is focus on your proteins and fat, okay? Example is this picture, right? If you ate nothing but steak, hamburger, lamb chops, lamb, right? Salmon. The mixture of fat and protein you find in good quality food is basically ideal. You don't have to worry too much about it. It's not that hard. Okay? You don't have to count grams. You don't have to worry too much about making sure you're getting it. What you want to get is a lot of fat and protein, okay? And steak will get that for you, right? And if you're not going carnivore, and this of course would be a carnivore plate, you make sure that your carbs are going to be non-starchy for the most part and are very low, maybe under 20. Ultimately, you want to get down to less than 20 grams of carbs per day. Okay, I would like to see it less than that, but once again, you got to adjust to where you're at. So if you've just started thinking about this, right? And a couple days ago, we talked about a 1 month commitment, but I stressed in that one, you got to give your body time to adjust to having this type of food, right? Because you're used to eating who knows what, right? So give yourself 4-5 weeks if you've been a very carb intensive diet. If you've been less carb intensive, maybe 4 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, right? Get yourself prepared and then jump in and enjoy eating steaks and hamburger without the buns and without all the sauces, right? Lamb, one of my favorites, salmon, tuna, right? There's so much you can eat. And here's the surprising part, okay? Look at what you're spending on sweet drinks, sweet cereals, carb intensive stuff, right? You're spending $5-6 on a loaf of bread, which offers no nutrition, right, from the store, right? And to compare that to this. Now, here's the trick, right? You're going, I can't buy as much steak as I would buy, let's say, broccoli. And that's true. But you know what? Steak is a lot more satisfying. The satiety level of steak is very high. Most people who go on a very meat-intensive diet, they can't eat more as much as I thought they used to eat because it's very satisfying. Protein and fat combined is very, very satisfying, right? Your body just naturally stops being hungry. Where carbs makes you hungry, okay? So I want you to eat protein and the fat that accompanies it. Don't cut off the fat on the steak. Eat the fat. Don't get the super lean hamburger patty meat in hamburger patties. Get 80-20 or 75-25 would even be better. Get the fat in there, right? Get all the fat. Now you notice what's missing on here. What's missing on here is pork, and what's missing on here is chicken. Not that those are not good protein sources, but the fat in pork and the fat in chicken tends to be very high in ALA types of fat, which is not as healthy as the fat in beef, lamb, and salmon. Okay? A little bit of chicken, a little bit of pork, not going to kill you. Okay? But I'd like you to focus in on ruminant meats. Ruminant means like cows and cattle, right? And salmon for fish. Tuna is also good, but tuna doesn't quite have the fat profile of salmon. Salmon's really good for that. So focus in on this type of stuff. And you can have the other stuff, but this is what you want to focus in on. Beef, lamb, and salmon. Okay? If you have any questions, let me know. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe to the channel, share it with a friend. Also, think about checking in the description for the link to my health coaching platform, where you get access to a lot more material. We do forums where you can ask questions, and we do live sessions where you can ask any question you want. So think about doing that. It's only $10 a month, just enough to try and keep everything paid for. We're not trying to make a fortune on you on this level, and hope you give it a shot. If questions, let me know. Thank you very much. Have a great day.